Hi everyone, this is Kim again. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I actually talk about art and art supplies, and sometimes I post videos from my travels. So today we're gonna unwrap my Caran Pablo. I already actually took it out of the wrapper already because I couldn't wait. It was wrapped in a plastic package and then this bubble wrap. Like that. Okay, so we're just gonna tear out the plastic right now, and let's see. Hold on, give me a second. This colored pencil is a Swiss brand, and I happened to find an online sale from my favorite shop in Singapore called Overjoyed. So I went ahead and bought it. Good thing is that they ship international. Just for your information, this video is not sponsored by them or by anyone. I actually try to save a lot of money just to get this set because it is not cheap. So if you're planning to buy the Pablo, you gotta think really hard before you get one because it'll cost you a lot of money. But okay, here it is. But I personally think that this is a good buy because I already bought a few pieces when I was in Berlin way back in 2016. I went to the actual boutique along the Kudam or Fürstendom Road, and these are some of the pencils that I already have. I don't know if it's focusing. Okay, now it's focused. So I actually bought a few pencils a few years back, and I've tried it in my journals and it turned out to be very good quality. So this time I wanted to go for the 40 set. So here it is. It looks so yummy, so we're gonna open up together. Here it is, my Caran. So it has a very lovely thin packaging, and you can see the logo right here on top. So guys, I'm gonna put over the camera so we can have some demonstration, and please stay on my channel. The 40 set just looks so yummy. Let's take out this leaflet. It will tell you all the different products that Caran has. I actually don't have everything because I couldn't afford all of it. As of the moment, I have this one and the super color. We're gonna talk about that in another video. So as you can see, the colors range from white. No, this isn't white. This is right here. It says. So this one is cream, and at the other end of the range is actually white. This one. I don't think we'll be able to use up all the colors during the demonstration. We're just gonna pick a few. And for today, I've decided that we're probably gonna draw another fruit or vegetable from my fridge. I didn't get my groceries, so we're just gonna have to deal with this tomato right here. It's green, and we're gonna be probably using some of the greens on this side. We don't have the exact same color, but we're gonna have to deal with it. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside right here, and we're also gonna experiment with different papers. Today we're gonna have to use like a cardstock. This is a postcard paper. We also have this Canson Sketch Pad. It's for doodling. It's a very thin 90 GSM paper. And we're gonna try a watercolor paper as well. Okay, I'm not sure if I have all the time to show you the demonstration, but we'll go ahead and make this real quick. I wanna start with the, okay, I'm gonna start with this sketch pad. So this object's gonna be staying right here. Okay, so first I'm gonna draw the outline. Now this is a problem because you got so many colors in the range that you don't know which one to pick first. So we're gonna play it safe. We're gonna pick the closest shade, which is this one. This is a olive. It says light olive on the pencil. So I'm gonna just draw this little tomato based on my perspective. So I'm gonna just draw a tomato right here. So we're establishing the lines. So it's oval from my point of view. And then I'm just gonna randomly just draw some lines. So I could see there are some shadows. Now this is a bit difficult because it's not really like simple, smooth tomato. The tomato I have is already wrinkled because it's not fresh. It's no longer fresh. It's been in the fridge for probably a week. So I'm gonna go in and probably throw in some darker greens as early as now. I'm gonna shade the whole area here. Now I'm so silent because I don't really know what to talk about today, but it's been a very warm Saturday so far. I went out to the laundromat earlier, you know, because I need to have fresh clothes tomorrow. And then I went to eat some bingsu. I don't know if you know what a bingsu is. A bingsu is like Korean shaved ice dessert, which is very similar to the Filipino halo-halo. So if you don't know what a halo-halo is, halo-halo basically just means mix. It's a mix of like all sorts of things. So in a halo-halo they mix all different kinds of fruits, and then they put crushed ice and milk, and of course they put sugar and all other sweet kinds of fruits like mangoes, and I don't know what else, but you can Google it. But today I didn't have the halo-halo, I had a bingsu, and it was my first time trying that dessert. It was just so good. It wasn't so cheap though compared to the halo-halo, because in the Philippines, of course, halo-halo is from the Philippines. Halo-halo roughly costs about maybe $1 or 50 pesos, but a bingsu for a personal size would cost you maybe around 4 USD, so that's almost 200 pesos. So that's how much I spent when I ate my dessert, but it was so worth it because, you know, it's so warm these days, and you know, you just want to cool down. Okay, now it's not really like starting to look like tomato, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm gonna post this video on YouTube, but I'm gonna continue drawing this and maybe throw in more shadows, like maybe use some browns. If this was watercolor, I could just easily mix, you know, the shades. I don't have to really have the entire set. But so far when I'm mixing the colors right now, they're actually mixing quite good. So that is a good thing. From the camera though, you can see that the shadow is resting on the entire side. But from my point of view, there's a lighter side at the bottom of the tomato. That's why you can see that this is a lighter area here and there's a dark side here. Anyway, I'm just gonna try to finish this and try my best to make it look like a real tomato. So as you notice, I put in the shadows earlier compared to when I drew the apple last time. Like I said, there is no particular sequence or process. It just really depends on what you're most comfortable with. Now, I'm not gonna really leave a lot of light area here. I'm just gonna try to cover up the entire space. I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. Now, this is too green. This is not really the right color. Supposedly, this should be like olive and dark olive. So how are we gonna come up with an olive or a darker shade of olive? You have to think hard. Maybe throw in some of the yellows or this. What shade is this? This is a light ochre. So we're gonna put in some light ochre. Make it more organic looking. Right now, I'm pretty sure you could hear my neighbors again. So the idea here is just to draw in all the darker shades and make it more realistic. So I'm not sure if I'm liking this one. It doesn't really look like a tomato at all. It just looks like a round bowl. But I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this because we're not quitters. So the shadow isn't so long because the sun is not setting yet. It's mid-afternoon where I am. So now I'm trying to put in more of the brown. This is actually an umber. So don't be afraid to put in shadows where you want to put in. So I think I did not leave any whites at this time, which is, I don't know, it's a terrible idea, but maybe. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this up right here. Well, I think I'm just so sleepy because I got too much sugar in my system and I haven't really digested it yet. So how do we show the wrinkly surface? We just put in the lines right there. Put in some random marks. There seems to be a lot of commotion in the streets. There's a parade because on Monday is election day, you know, for the local, we call it the barangays. It's like, you know, districts or sections of the city. So they're trying to campaign last minute. But I'm not voting. I haven't really registered in my area here. Because after all, I've just moved back to Cebu only recently. So I'm gonna darken the shadow. I think it'll be healthy to have more courage right now. So I'm gonna pick a dark blue. This is indigo. And let's just try to fill that in. Okay, let me just try to emphasize the difference of the shadows right here. Okay, so I should have picked the blue earlier. So you might be thinking, what is that? It doesn't look like a tomato, but yeah, not all tomatoes look the same. And the way I put it on my table is just not good looking. So the lesson learned is it's also important to, you know, properly pose your object so that you'll have a better result. So this is the rough finish sketch using the Caran Pablo. So in my opinion, the Caran Dash is actually a very good pencil because you know was able to lay down the colors and the pigments quite easily on the sheet. So now let's get another sheet of paper. I'm gonna go ahead with this watercolor paper. This is a 300 GSM paper, so that's quite thick. I'm gonna reposition my tomato. Okay, I think that looks better in my point of view. All right, so we're gonna start again, and okay, I don't know if I want to take up the whole space, but probably just use fill out the center. So just put it around. So basically you have like a round surface on top, and then becomes oval because of perspective. Now in my point of view, the light is actually right here on top. And then there are lines that go down from the top. So let's just continue shading the entire piece in this direction. And then I'm gonna go in and try to draw this what do you call this place where the stem goes out. So now this portion is a little tricky because you really are just gonna have to do shading, you know. You don't really need to put an actual line, just like what I did, but those are just guides. So I'm gonna go shade this portion here, and shade this portion here again, and this portion here. Draw on my velvet ochre. I'm not sure if I'm getting this, but let's just go ahead and finish the thing. Try to draw the browns in. Okay, so now let's do some greens. So this is green ochre. This might be useful though. So guys, this is like the rough sketch of this tomato from different angles, and so far I think that I like the behavior of the Caran dash on this sketch paper versus on the, you know, thick watercolor paper. I actually have a hard time blending and layering it here, or maybe I'm just not used to it. So I think that this is good to use on smooth paper, and I think you can just reserve your watercolor paper on actual watercolors. So I don't know if you like this one. I'm just gonna see you again, guys, and I'll have a break for today. Stay on my channel, give love and subscribe. Bye!